When someone walks up to your house and rings the doorbell.
Hey there, I'm not home right now.
You can see through your doorbell camera who's trying to get into your house, but it's not going to help anyone if your camera gets hacked into. You can take the video off your security systems or even right off your phone and upload it to the Neighbors app to let people in the community know what's going on and possibly help police solve a crime. If you look behind me here, it looks like the Nebraska National Guard is finishing up their last round of COVID-19 testing. Now, 75 people were supposed to be tested every day for 5 days, but now that's been shortened to 2. When you come to the hospital to visit patients who are in isolated rooms, no matter what illness they might have, you'll have to wear the full gamut of protective gear, including the gown, the gloves, and the face mask. Before you throw your fireworks away, you need to put them in a bucket of water and soak them until they're saturated. Then you should wrap that saturated firework in a plastic bag and throw it in the trash, preferably a metal bin. It's been an emotional day in the courtroom as the woman accusing Father Cockereel of sexually assaulting her gave her account of what happened that night. A woman was shot, but it's unknown how many times or where she was shot. She was transported to Mary Lanning Hospital. The extent of her injuries are unknown. There is a suspect still at large this evening. Police are searching for him, though. They do know the general direction he fled and what vehicle he's driving, although they're not releasing any more information to the public at this time. People are doing all they can to save belongings from flooded homes in Amick Acres West. This one has 4 feet of water in the basement.
All my electric's off now, or downstairs. I can't even get down there to shut it off for upstairs. We haven't had air conditioning or showers or anything for 4 days. It's just, I don't know what we're going to do.
Another resident has hundreds of sandbags holding back gallons of water from flowing into his home.
If that breaks, we'll end up with 2.5, 3 foot in our basement too.
People started sandbagging on the northeast side of town. Volunteers filled bags up for people to pick up and bring to their homes.
Everybody pitches in, try to do what you can, but it's starting to wear on people. Don't know if we're fighting a losing battle, but we're keep going.
The Hall County Public Works and Sheriff's Departments are along for that fight. They're helping the Amick Acres Homeowners Associations figure out where to pump water from the overflowing lakes.
Even though it's private land and we recognize that, Hall County has not let them out there on their own. We are doing everything we can using our resources to help.
It'll be several weeks before homes are restored. Kelsey, Dickeson, Local 4 News, Doniphan. Opening ceremonies for the virtual JDRF1 walk kicked off this morning on Facebook.
The walk is important to me because it gives me a chance to meet other type 1 diabetics.
12-year-old Sienna Bonk was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes 4 years ago.
She will be insulin dependent the rest of her life.
Bonk is on insulin 24 hours a day with systems reading her blood sugar every 5 minutes.
That part was really scary and shocking.
This is the 4th JDRF walk the Bonks have participated in.
Since we've been here and we've had some other families, they really try to help us in any way they can.
People like Crystal Heinrichs, who've lived with type 1 diabetes for more than 10 years, bring hope to kids like Sienna.
I think it's nice for parents with young kids that have type 1 diabetes to see somebody older that has it and, just see that you can have a successful life even though that you are fighting this. It's not a choice. You just do it and you get strength that you never thought that you had.
Some of that strength comes from these events. Before walking, people could follow along with a warm-up video.
Oh, say, can you see?
And sing the national anthem. Then people shared how they participated on Facebook.
Just creating a community in the Tri-Cities and even in the greater Nebraska area so that people don't feel so isolated. Diabetes is such a isolating disease, but to know that the Carnegie Walk is a tool to get people in the greater Nebraska area to connect, that's kind of like a short-term thing that just makes me happy.
Even during a pandemic, their work doesn't stop.
We are strong, we are brave, and we are courageous. We can do this.
Kelsey Dickeson, Local 4 News, Kearney. You'll definitely want to think twice before stealing from a store in Kearney. The Kearney Police Department and local stores have teamed up to form a committee to squash those sticky fingers before they even move. Kearney police say this year they've made nearly 130 arrests for shoplifting, which they say is a lot for a community the size of Kearney. To get those numbers down, Kearney police and retailers have come together to form what's called the Retail Loss Prevention Team. Retailers meet with law enforcement once a month and talk about theft trends they're seeing in stores. Well, Zach, I'll tell you, being a Ball State grad myself, I'm at least happy for the wins over IU and Purdue.
Yeah, take what you can get, right?
That's all you can do. Thanks, Zach. We're joined now by Brock Burney with the Mormon Island State Rec area. Now, Brock, I hear there's some really cool activity you guys are planning this New Year's. This week, UNK has rolled out a new way to get around campus that might even help relieve some of that stress for their students. They now have 9 motorized scooters to help students get around campus faster. They cost just $1 to start and then 15 cents for every minute that's used after that. There's no extra cost to students besides the fee for those who use them.